Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to today's live training. Today we're talking about something I like to call the homeostasis hack, which is an innovative, revolutionary method to break that cycle of joy depletion that is so common to chronic pain. So I'm going to pull up my notes here. If you see me ever looking to the side, that is because I prepare for these live trainings with notes so that I can provide you with as much value as possible in this brief period of time. But you are in the right place today if you have ever felt like chronic pain is stealing your joy, it's making you miss out on life's most important moments, maybe missing your child's recital, a special family gathering, a long awaited vacation because your pain flared up. I hear this all the time from women that I talk to. And each missed moment not only diminishes your joy, but it can also deepen anxiety and insecurity about the future. And this creates a cycle of joy depletion. But what if I told you that there was a method not only to reclaim your joy, but also to regain control over your life? So I want you to stay tuned in the training today to discover how we can cultivate something called mind-body homeostasis and how this can break the joy depletion cycle and transform your daily experience. Hi, everyone. I'm Dr. Anna Redmond. For those of you who are new here, I'm a clinical psychologist and a chronic pain strategist. I specialize in helping women who identify as high achievers overcome the barriers that chronic pain puts in their way, enabling them to reclaim their joy and productivity. And today I'm really excited to share insights into a powerful approach that I call the homeostasis hack. And this method is designed to break the cycle of joy depletion, which is caused by pain flare ups, and give you back control over your life and your happiness. And before we dive into today's topic, if you're considering my Breaking Through Pain program and you are ready to take the next step, I invite you to book a call with me. On this call, I will share with you how you can optimize your current pain, regain control over your flare ups, and overcome challenges like fear of flare ups, heightened body sensitivity, and limitations in movement or activities. And so I'll share the link in the comments to book a call. You'll see it there. And if you have any questions or you just want to chat through it to see if this program is the right fit for you, my DMs are always open. Please feel free to reach out anytime. But for now, let's get into it. Um, Many of you may feel that chronic pain is not just a physical burden, but an emotional and psychological one too. And if you feel this way, you're not alone. Many women tell me that they believe that they can't experience joy or happiness because of their chronic pain, that missing out on a child's, school play, family holiday, a long anticipated event is an unavoidable aspect of living with chronic pain. And they believe that pain will always control their future. This is what they tell me, that joy and fulfillment are only for people who don't have chronic pain. And this belief stems from the assumption that chronic pain is a permanent barrier to feeling joy or happiness. Many women with chronic pain internalize the notion that their pain is a life sentence, that it's going to rob them of the ability to find pleasure or satisfaction in their daily lives for years to come. And the constant discomfort and limitations may lead to the feeling that true joy is out of reach. And this mindset over time can lead to resignation and a sense of helplessness, reinforcing the idea that chronic pain dictates what you can and cannot do. This belief suggests that chronic pain has the power to dictate your future. We're giving it so much power, overshadowing the things that you dream about and your aspirations. The fear that pain will continually thwart your plans can be so disheartening, and it can lead to a diminished sense of control over your life. It implies that your potential for achievement and joy is permanently restricted by your condition. And the belief that experiencing true joy and fulfillment is reserved for those who do not suffer from chronic pain can lead to feelings of inadequacy, exclusion, as if a fulfilling and joyful life is unattainable for you. And it's easy to assume that chronic pain disqualifies you from engaging in life's pleasures. So let me tell you, these beliefs, while they feel so true and it's so reasonable for them to show up, of course they're going to show up, but they couldn't be more false. These beliefs are false. Chronic pain does not have to be a life sentence that robs you of joy. While it can be a significant challenge to overcome, it is not an insurmountable obstacle to experiencing happiness. Effective and adaptive strategies can help you stay involved in meaningful moments and continue to pursue your dreams despite the limitations that are imposed by pain. Pain does not dictate your future. With the right tools and support, you can adapt your plans and achieve your goals. and find your own unique recovery over time. Moreover, the notion that joy and fulfillment are reserved for those without chronic pain overlooks the fact that happiness is attainable for everyone, regardless of physical challenges. And by focusing on cultivating mind body homeostasis and implementing strategies to manage both the physical and emotional aspects of pain, you can create a fulfilling life. And many individuals with chronic pain have successfully found ways to reconnect with happiness and lead satisfying lives through resilience, adaptation, and a positive mindset. So, in essence, while chronic pain can impact your life, it does not have to dictate your level of joy or the fulfillment you can achieve. And reframing your beliefs and employing effective strategies can help you break free from that cycle of joy depletion. So, I'm going to tell you today how I show my clients how to break the cycle of joy depletion. And I love to call this the homeostasis hack. So, we're going to dive into that now. So, there is some science behind homeostasis. Homeostasis is a concept in biology. It describes how the body maintains stable internal conditions despite the fluctuations that can happen outside of it. This process is crucial for health and well-being because it ensures that various physiological parameters in our body, like temperature, pH balance, and energy levels, can remain within optimal ranges. And when it comes to chronic pain, homeostasis extends beyond just the physiological to include psychological balance as well. In the context of chronic pain, maintaining homeostasis involves creating a balance between your body's physiological responses and your psychological state. And obviously, chronic pain can disrupt this balance because it causes constant stress and it alters our body's normal functioning. To counteract these effects, it's essential to address both the physical and emotional aspects of your experience. So let's talk about the physiological, the physical. This involves regulating bodily functions to manage pain and reduce stress. So practices like nutrition, physical activity, adequate sleep can help keep our body systems in balance. Engaging in low impact exercise to improve circulation and reduce pain sensitivity, or just a balanced diet. Psychological homeostasis kind of involves managing the mental and emotional aspects of chronic pain, and this is equally important. Stress, anxiety, negative emotions, this can exacerbate pain and disrupt your overall sense of well-being. Popular techniques like mindfulness, cognitive restructuring, and relaxation exercises can help maintain psychological balance. And when we reduce stress and cultivate a positive mindset, you can mitigate some of the impact of pain on your emotional state. And so let's kind of think of this using a metaphor. So think of homeostasis as tuning a musical instrument. So when a musical instrument is out of tune, the sound is dissonant, it's unpleasant. And to achieve the perfect tone, each string has to be adjusted precisely. Let's say we're talking about a guitar. Similarly, to maintain homeostasis, you need to fine tune various aspects of your life to achieve a more harmonious balance. So, just as a musician carefully adjusts each string to get the right sound, you can adjust your daily practices to support your well being. Here are the top 3 things that I suggest to hack your homeostasis. And this is what I help my clients do. This is how we create their unique strategy and we problem solve along the way to keep tailoring it to them and their lifestyle and their unique challenges. Because we want to find ways to combat joy depletion and reintroduce meaningful and enjoyable activities into your life. So these are the strategies that can help restore joy, create a sense of balance. And these approaches are rooted in occupational science, pacing, baselining, and that concept of homeostasis. So the first hack is connecting with what brings meaning to you. Occupational science emphasizes engaging in activities that are meaningful and purposeful for you. So you can explore different roles and activities that align with your values and interests. Volunteering, crafting, spending time with loved ones, maybe getting back to that old hobby. And then we want to adjust or fine tune the activities to fit your current abilities, your baseline where you are now. For instance, if you love baking, but standing for long periods is challenging, how can we fine tune this, whether in terms of minutes of the activity or the seat that you use or the tools that you use to make the process more comfortable? Identifying personal joys through this, reflecting on activities that bring you joy or fulfillment, especially afterward. How much fulfillment and joy did even just 5 minutes of this activity bring me? Hobbies, creative pursuits, social interactions. For instance, if you love painting, you can set up a small manageable workspace where you can engage in art without straining yourself. And we want to think about flow here. So flow states occur when you're fully immersed and absorbed in an activity that challenges you just enough to keep you engaged. Examples include reading a captivating book, playing a musical instrument, participating in some sort of creative project. The second hack is supporting energy. So that was the first hack. So we were talking about connecting with what brings meaning to you in some way, whether that's 1 minute, 5 minutes, or 30 minutes, or just setting up a space for it is your first step. Either way, regardless of the version of how we showed up for that, we are showing up for something that's meaningful for us. The second hack is supporting energy management. We want to use routines to pace ourselves and manage our energy levels effectively. For instance, planning your most demanding tasks during time of day when you have the most energy and scheduling rest periods in between. Task segmentation is important here, where we're breaking tasks into smaller, manageable segments and integrating them into our routine. This helps prevent overexertion and allows you to maintain productivity without triggering flare ups. And then we're breaking activities into smaller, more manageable chunks to avoid overexertion and flare up. So if you enjoy gardening and you spend short periods tending to your plants rather than hours at a time, this is exactly what I'm talking about. And setting realistic goals. So establishing each time you do it an achievable goal for your activity to avoid frustration. We want to celebrate small victories. We want to reflect on the positive experience or portion of that experience that we had and progress, no matter how minor it may seem. And then the last hack is to create rituals and routines. So I want you to think of routine in terms of stability. Routines provide a predictable structure to your day, and this helps to regulate our body's internal systems. When we establish regular times for activities like eating, sleeping, and exercising, we stabilize our circadian rhythms and our metabolic processes. We want to also think about rituals for comfort. So rituals are a specific repeated action or practice that can create a sense of comfort and control. So whether it's a morning meditation or an evening relaxation routine, rituals help anchor you and signal to your body and mind that it's time to transition between different parts of your day. And then physical routine. So we want to incorporate gentle, consistent exercise into your daily routine. This could be stretching, yoga, or a short walk. Either way, regular movement helps to manage pain, improve circulation, and enhance mood. And again, we build this up. So we're thinking about emotional regulation as part of our rituals and routine. We're thinking about morning and evening rituals. We're thinking of when and how to include joyful activities and mindfulness and reaction. And so there are some things to consider here. And this is really what I help my clients with, because it's one thing to understand what homeostasis is and what can really help it. It's another thing to kind of figure this out in your own life and apply it to your life and your lifestyle with your unique challenges. And so I help my clients come up with a clear path for what this could look like for them. So, one thing we consider is that we have to adapt and adjust. While routines provide structure, it's important to remain flexible and adjust them based on your needs and your pain levels and knowing what to do day to day. How do I start to shape this into more of a flow that I can keep doing and that continues to heal me over time? Allow yourself the freedom to modify your routine as necessary to accommodate flare ups or changes in your condition. And then we want to reflect and revise. And I was just on a coaching call with my clients. And part of what I do with them is they describe their experiences and how they applied what we talked about and how they're finding this new flow for their day. Part of my job is to help them reflect on what has improved, where are the successes, what is different than last time, what are we revising, how are we thinking about this, what is your narrative. We're regularly evaluating how their routines and rituals are impacting their well-being and how they feel. And we're making adjustments based on what is working and what might need improvement. And when we make these adjustments, we continue to create that balanced environment that supports homeostasis. Again, like tuning an instrument that ensures it produces a pleasing sound. And when my clients are able to maintain a state of homeostasis, when they kind of find the sweet spot that they can start to move forward with, it enables them to manage their chronic pain more effectively, and they also just describe a better quality of life. By integrating these practices into your life, you can break free from the joy depletion cycle and start enjoying the moments that matter most to you too. So I just want to quickly share a story about a past client, Jennifer. She was a high achieving professional. She's a mother of two. She was living with chronic pain for over a decade, and she was exhausted from trying to push through her pain, missing out on family moments, feeling like joy was just always out of reach. Like many women with chronic pain, she was driven. She had tried countless pain management techniques, but nothing seemed to stick. And she knew a lot of what could help her, but she struggled to actually make it work for her. And this is where I came in. So when Jennifer and I started working together, she was stuck in what I call that joy depletion cycle. And she had moments of relief, but her pain kept creeping back. And she felt like she could never keep up with her kids, her job, or even any activities that actually brought her happiness. She was caught between her knowledge of pain management techniques and her ability to implement them consistently. And this is the gap that I help my clients bridge. Together, we dove into the nitty gritty of her life. We looked at her daily routines, how she was pacing her energy, and how perfectionism was sabotaging her ability to rest when she needed it. She had all the information, but she didn't know how to apply it in a way that worked for her. And so, this is what we worked on. I helped her craft routines and rituals designed around her pain patterns, her energy levels, and what truly mattered to her family, meaningful work, and time for herself. And we built out a morning routine that set a positive tone for her day without draining her energy. She started small with just 5 minutes of stretching and mindfulness before her kids woke up. This helped calm her nervous system. We created rituals throughout her day to help manage stress and rebalance her body when things were flaring up, giving her tools to respond rather than keep pushing through. But here's the thing, these were not cookie cutter strategies. We adjusted and tweaked every week. I helped her troubleshoot what wasn't working, how to adapt when flare ups happen, and I guided her toward finding her balance. And we got really specific, figuring out when Jennifer's energy was the highest, how to better manage her workday without crashing, and what meaningful activities brought her a sense of joy, even on the tough days. It was the details where Jennifer really started to feel the shift. And through our work together, she was not only able to regain some control over her pain, but she also reconnected with the joy that she thought she had lost forever. She realized that her pain didn't have to take away her joy, and with the right strategies, her routines became her anchor. She was no longer depleting it was no longer depleting her, but restoring her energy and giving her the space to experience happiness again. And today, Jennifer's thriving. She's present with her family, she's managing her career, she's even enjoying activities she hadn't thought possible a year ago. And she didn't do it alone. She needed me to help her bridge that gap, to take the tools and the knowledge that she had and transform them into a system that truly worked for her life and her body. And if Jennifer's story resonated with you and you're ready to stop letting pain control how much joy you feel, I invite you to take the next step by booking a strategy call with me. On this call, we'll explore how my program can help you bridge the gap between where you are now and where you want to be. We'll talk about how you can regain balance, manage your pain, and start participating in the moments that matter the most, just like Jennifer did. And together, we'll discuss how my program leverages your strengths and skills to help you break free from the cycle of frustration, temporary fixes, and uncertainty. And this is your chance to finally get the clarity and support you need to reclaim control and move forward with confidence. If you're ready to see how this process can transform your daily life, drop me a message or comment book below, or click the calendar link in the comments to schedule this call. If you would like to ask any questions before booking, feel free to send me a DM. Let's figure out how my program can help you build that sustainable relief and joy that you deserve. I'm genuinely here to help. And so I'm looking here, I don't see any questions to respond to today, so I'm just going to end for now. I look forward to hearing from all of you, and thank you for showing up, whether that was live or for the replay. Have a great day, everyone.